Good evening and welcome back to Mo's channel. This is 2020 and 2019 was a very negative year for me. So 2020, I want my focus to be success and nothing success. I want it to be nothing but positivity. So I'm going to continue with my series of success videos. Now I've spoken about the mentality to success, how to avoid haters if you want success. So now I'm going to talk about excellence. Excellence is being the best possible at what you could be. That's what it means for you to be excellent. So let me give some examples. I play basketball, football, soccer, baseball, fighting. So let's look at basketball. Now, there's a way you could take a shot in basketball and always make that shot. Because there is technique, shooting technique. You can't see my body, so I'll show what the upper body shooting technique is. Number one, your arm, your shooting arm. Your upper arm, your upper arm must be parallel to the floor. All right? Your forearm should be perpendicular, so you should have a 90-degree angle between your upper arm and your forearm. You'll see a lot of players hold the ball back here. You'll see a lot of players hold the ball here. You don't have that 90 degree. When you release, if you hold it back here, you got to go further. Number one. Number two, if you're holding it back here and I'm out here trying to block it, when you release, it comes right into my hand. But if you're holding it here when you release, it goes over my hand. If you're holding it up here, you don't have enough power to feed that ball. Number three, your hand should be bent back because that's a spring. That's a quick action. Your hand should be bent back and the ball should sit in your palm, not constrained, because if it's constrained when you release it, it's not going to go. And not too loose because then you don't have any control. That's your shooting arm. Your guide arm should just touch the ball, not hold the ball, because you don't want to shoot two-handed. You want to shoot one-handed. So your guide arm should hold the ball. When you take the shot, what you're doing is you're propelling that ball. So your arm should wind up like this and straight. There's other techniques with the legs. Before the shot, when you're setting up for the shot, you bend your knees. Not a full squat, but about a 3/4 squat. And then you gain that momentum and you spring up into a jump. And as you're springing up, you're bringing the ball up. When you're at the top of that hop or that jump, whatever you want to call it, that's when you release the ball. Look at the best shooters out there. Look at the Jordans, look at the Steph Currys, look at the Kobes. Slow it down. Slow the tape down because you want to see all the steps that go into execution of a perfect shot. When you maintain excellence, when you seek excellence in something such as shooting a basketball, it takes you significantly beyond the best. You now become better than the best. The quarterback position, the same thing can be said. I played quarterback as well. That arm is up here. The ball is in that arm. The power is coming from your rear leg. That's your plant leg. You got your lead leg. You pivot, land into your lead leg. As you're landing into your lead leg, you're rotating your torso. As you're rotating your torso, you're releasing the ball. If you want that perfect spiral, you want to feel that ball roll off. Roll off your fingers. Once you've thrown, this is where your hand should be. When you start is here, is there, because you're getting that spiral. Look at the most accurate quarterbacks. Look at the quarterbacks that have the quickest release. Look at the quarterbacks that have the highest accuracy. Look at the quarterbacks whose balls always have that tight spiral. And then watch their form. That is excellence. In music, when you look at people like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Slash from Guns N' Roses, these are guitar players. There's different things that go into playing a guitar. Number one, you got to be able to hit the string easily with a pick. So if I'm transitioning to the top string here to the bottom string, I got to be able to go bam, bam, smoothly. So as a listener, they don't hear any disruption. It just flows. If you got frills, you got to be able to transition quickly. So you have to master that skill of being able to hop from fret to fret, from string to string. And you get into advanced topics, plucking, pull off, bending. Those require mastery. What I'm trying to say is, when you pursue excellence, you're not concerned with being good. You're definitely not concerned with being average. When you pursue excellence in whatever field, your focus is to be the best of the best. More importantly, your focus is to be the best that you can possibly be. So when striving for excellence, you're not comparing yourself to others. You're comparing yourself to yourself. If I want to be an excellent track star, I knew a girl, Angie, she made it to the Olympics, women's 4x100. And I think they took a medal, I didn't even watch. A buddy of mine, she used to train out in San Diego. And if you know anything about sprinters, they will train 1, 2, 3 hours a day just to shave 0.01 seconds off of their time. That's commitment. So she's training, just simple things. How am I swinging my arms when I'm sprinting? How am I throwing my leg when I'm sprinting? How quick is my leg speed, my foot speed when I'm sprinting? Where's my body? Is it leaning too far forward? Is it leaning too far back? Is it straight up? These are simple things that you train and train and train to attain excellence. So you seek to be the best that you can be. Fuck what everyone else says. You want to be the best that you can possibly be because you want to be an excellent being. How do you attain that? I spoke about integrity. It is crucial if you want to be excellent, if you want to attain excellence, it is crucial that you be honest with yourself. I don't care what you tell anyone else out there, but you be honest with yourself. If you're fat, you tell yourself, I'm fat. If you're slow, you tell yourself, I'm slow. If you're dumb, you tell yourself, I'm dumb. If you can't jump, you tell yourself, I can't jump. You have a goal. You want to know where you are. Your goal is excellence. So, by being honest with yourself, you identify all of your weaknesses. I have a quick temper. I'm always sad. I always bring people down. I'm very emotional. I'm slow. I'm lazy. I'm dumb. I'm whatever. Identify all your weaknesses. And then commit to resolve those weaknesses. Now, you might be a blind person, and you might be tempted to say, well, my blindness is my weakness. No, motherfucker. That's the way you were born. That's who you are. Your blindness is not your weakness. It's just a trait of who you are. Now, how can you work around that to attain success? Same if you're deaf. Same if you're paralyzed, rolling around in a wheelchair. You are alive. You may not do some things that I might do or someone else might do, but you are a human being and you can attain anything that anyone else can attain, barring those limitations. So, naturally inborn traits, that's not a weakness. Traits that you've acquired over time, bad habits, that's a weakness. Your mental mindset. You're always looking at the negative of things. You're always sad. Your emotional state of mind, that's a weakness. Write down all your weaknesses. Be honest with yourself because you're not sharing this with anyone. This is for you. Be honest with yourself. List all your weaknesses. I know we live in a day and age where we're encouraged to accept our weaknesses. Oh, that's what makes you you. Be big and beautiful. Oh, that's what makes you you. You just irritate people. That's who you are. Oh, that's what makes you you. You're lazy. So it's okay. No. You want to be a loser? You want to be average? You want to be a failure in life? Go ahead. Accept that line of thinking. You want success? You want to attain excellence? Fuck that. Identify your weaknesses. List your weaknesses. Commit to eliminate your weaknesses. And then lay out a plan of what you're going to do day to day to address those weaknesses. How long it will take for you to eliminate those weaknesses. When you look at weaknesses, look at the root cause. Don't look at the symptoms. If I'm an alcoholic, yes, that's a weakness, that's a symptom. But what causes me to be an alcoholic? Maybe I'm lonely. I don't have any friends. Maybe something happened in my past that I haven't been able to get out of my mind. Maybe I just became an alcoholic because I'm around a bunch of alcoholics and all they do is drink, so well, all I do is drink. Then address that root cause. If loneliness leads to you being an alcoholic, solve that problem. If being around drunks leads you to be an alcoholic, cut them off. If something happened in the past and you can't get over it and it's led you to being an alcoholic, address it. And always remember, the past is the past. Yesterday is not today. Today is not tomorrow. You are going into tomorrow from today. You're not going into yesterday. So you let the past be. Someone called you a bitch. Someone called you a nigger. Someone called you a spick. Someone called you a stupid shit motherfucker. Fuck him. Fuck him. That's their problem. That's not your problem. If you did them no wrong, and they said that out of the hatred, out of the vitriol in their heart, that's their problem. Let them deal with it. Let the past be the past. Identify all your weaknesses, the root causes. Establish a strategy to eliminate, not accommodate, but eliminate those weaknesses. When you look at weaknesses, you got to look at it from the perspective of you. How is it affecting you? Think about the person you want to be, the ideal person. that you would visualize yourself. If you could wave a magic wand and you become this person, what kind of person would they be? Then, what kind of person are you now? That discrepancy is your weakness. Address it. Fuck what others do. Fuck what others believe. If everyone around you spends all their money and has nothing in their bank account, but you have an ambition to own a house or start a business, so you want to save up money, you don't want to be around them, because they have that weak trait that you want to get away from. Set up a project plan. What will it take for me to address this weakness? How long will it take? What resources will I acquire? What tasks will I need to undertake? Put that out on the schedule. Every day I do this. Every day I do this. Every day I go here. Stick to it. Stick to it. Every week that you've done everything you had to do for that week, give yourself a reward. The next week, give yourself a reward. Before you know it, in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, you are this drunk shit motherfucker, couldn't even go to work in time, always fucking up. Motherfuckers bring 20 bottles of beer to you. You look at it and say, man, get that shit out of my sight. I ain't got time for that. Number 2, once you've addressed your weaknesses, identify your strengths and rate your strengths on a scale of 1 to 10. So let's go to basketball. I'm a real good 3-point shooter. Real good based on relative assessment. I met this one guy. He used to play, he's a former NBA player. I was at a Newport Beach at a 24 Fitness, and several NBA players used to come in there, train, whatever. So I was cool with him, but this guy would always come there, go on one side of the court, 3-pointers. I mean, he was a tall boy, like 6'10", 3-pointers, pat, 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 pat. So one day I'm leaving, I talked to him, I said, man, what you trying to do, man? He said, I'm trying to hit 50 in a row. I looked at that motherfucker, I said, all right, you go ahead, nigga. You do your thing. 50 in a row is 100%. He used to play in the NBA, where if you get 30% free throws, you bad as shit. He's not happy with that. He wants 100%. So your strength is your shots. 3-pointers. You're hitting 30%, 30%, 30%. You come in a game, you take 23 pointers, you hit 6 of them, it's 18 points. What if you hit 50%? What if you hit 70%? What if you hit 90%? See, what I learned as an athlete is your coaches and your coaching staff, they could limit you. They could limit you. Because what a coach is going to do, they're going to look at you and they're going to make an assessment of you. And based on that assessment, they're going to want to put you in a certain position. I played quarterback in high school. I got recruited, whatever, drafted, enrolled at Indiana University, Big Ten. That was my first school. For football, basketball, and soccer. I was going to play quarterback. I went there, the coach had a certain picture of what a quarterback should be, as in how they execute the position. Pocket player. I can handle the pocket, no problem. But I also like to run, get open, hit my nigga downfield. So I said, you know what, coach? I ain't going to do that. I'll play running back because I like to scramble. So when you're an athlete, the coach may tell you. I remember when I started boxing as an amateur, one of the guys I was training me looked at me and said, "You know what? You got the body style of Frazier, so you should fight like Frazier." I said, "No, I don't want to fight like Frazier. I like the way Ali moved. Because Ali, in and out, touch me, nigga, touch me. And when you can't, pop, pop, what, bitch?" So as an athlete, to a certain extent, let the coaches be there to give you feedback. Those are the coaches I appreciated. Not the ones who try to control you, but the ones who said, go out there and deliver. And they sat on the sideline and they watched me. If I fuck up, you know why you fucking up? I said, let me know, coach. Blah, blah, blah. All right. I adjust. End of the game. What do you think, coach? Did I listen to you? Yes, you did. Set your own goals as an athlete. If you want 80% three-pointers, hit 80% three-pointers. If you're a quarterback and you want 70% completions, hit 70% completions. But understand, to get to 70% completions, to get to 80% three-pointers, there's things you're going to have to do. So you got to see where you are now. What I'd recommend to you athletes, take your phone, get a little stand, take your phone, and go out there on your own. If you're a quarterback, find a field somewhere. If you're a basketball player, find a court somewhere where you can be on your own and set up your phone and film yourself going through executions. Then later on, come back and review that film and see where you're fucking up. Because what that does is, instead of you thinking, am I holding my hand right? Am I holding my hand right? Am I holding my hands right? You're thinking about the execution. And then later on, you can review and see how well you aligned to the style that you wanted. And it applies with anything. It applies to music. You want to master chords on the piano and trills. Record yourself and film your hands, how you're moving your hands. Then you learn and improve. Excellence is about continual improvement. You're never satisfied with where you are. You're up here, but know what? I want to be up here. You're up here, I want to be up here. You look at the greatest athletes. You look at the greatest businessmen. You look at the greatest musicians. That's all they were about. The greatest authors. They keep improving. Constant and never-ending improvement. And it requires honesty. Assess yourself. Bam, I want to get this done. I got this done. Now, how good am I? I'm still lacking here. Let me address this. How good am I? So you identify all these elements of yourself as a person, and you seek to perfect them. Now, excellence applies to the whole person. To the whole person. You can't just be an excellent athlete and a dumb motherfucker. You can't be an excellent musician and lack social interactive skills. When you strive for excellence, for perfection, you as a whole individual seek to perfect yourself. So you must develop your mind and your body. Your mind has a right and a left hemisphere. One hemisphere is dedicated to reasoning and logic. The other hemisphere is dedicated to creative pursuits. Now, as an athlete, you might say, well, nigga, what the fuck does math have to do with me winning a basketball game? Let me tell you how it works. When you train, you master your skills. You master the dribble. You want to be able to behind the back, not even looking. Cross leg, not even looking. It's right there. Shot, not even looking. It's right there. Release, not even looking. Jab, cross, uppercut, not even looking, not even thinking. Because when you get into the game, into the arena, your focus should be on your competition. What are they doing? If I'm a guard and I get the ball from our end, bring it in bounds, I should not be thinking back, can I hit this cross leg? Can I hit this behind the back? Can I explode past this nigga? No. I'm coming down the court. My mind is, where are my opponents? Where are they lined up? How are they moving? What are they thinking? What are they doing? What are they going to do next? Where are my teammates? Where are they moving? How are they lining up? The best players do not react. The best athletes, the champion athletes, bring forth the situation they want, and then they take advantage of it. If I'm here, the basket's over there, I got 3 defenders standing in my way, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull one here, beat him, knowing that once I beat him, the other one's going to hop here. So once I beat him, I beat this guy, knowing that other guy's probably hop there. So bam, come around him, I'm in the basket. I'm thinking ahead. I'm not waiting for this guy to come out and I'm like, oh man, I got to react. And once I react, this guy's here, oh man. Nah, I'm thinking 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. That's why motherfuckers couldn't fucking stop me. So having a bright mind and mastering the techniques of your position will make you an untouchable athlete. To be an excellent being, you must understand, not necessarily master, but understand the arts. Understand music. Understand writing. Understand painting. And you must also understand the sciences. Now your mind is right. Now what else do you want to do? Because once your mind is right, once you've eliminated all negative emotion and your mind is stable and still, then it is easy to absorb those skills that will propel you to the best at what you do. Excellence is a state of mind, coupled with positivity. That will lead you to being the best success at what you aspire to be. The funny thing is, I spoke about haters and all this shit. When you start moving in this path towards excellence, what you're gonna find is all this garbage will fall by the wayside because you don't have time to think of it. You're too busy focused on where you're going. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I hope these videos are helpful to you. It's all about success. It's all about winning. God bless. Good night.